All right, you guys, we're going to shift over to LCX. Now, LCX is stuck in a tight downtrend and price action is pressing against key areas of support. But could a reversal be building up just below the surface? Let's go ahead and check it out. On the daily time frame, we see that LCX is trading at 0.1222. It is on the brink of potentially breaking down through some areas of support. We're going to take a look at some of our indicators as well. So sitting just below our 78% of our Fibonacci at 0.1282. This area has been treated and tested as a strong area of resistance in the last 3 days here. We can see a lot of activity at the very top of our candlestick, these bodies as well. So we can see that the bulls are really trying to test this area. However, in these daily sessions, there was a sharp sell action from these candlestick wicks. So as we can see here, the RSI is roughly around that 38%, approaching that oversold territory, which could signal a potential reversal setup if the bulls are going to be showing up in the next 24 hours. As we can see here, we're kind of getting closer to that bottom of our candlestick wick at 0.1195. So this is going to be acting as our immediate area of support. And if the support does not hold, and if the sellers are going to come in really aggressively in the next 24 hours, we can possibly see LCX dropping even further down into these sessions here at 0.1136. So just slightly below that is going to be another next of line of our support. Now, if we take a look at the MACD indicator, this does show some momentum kind of favoring over to the bears here. We do see our K and our D line observed at the very bottom of our 0%, which does show some bearish sentiment. Also, with these histograms, they're getting smaller in size. So that shift of momentum could be possibly happening in the next 24 hours. Price again is remaining in a descending channel here where we're continuously making a lot of higher lows and a lot of lower lows as well. When we take a look at our RSI, going back to the RSI, typically oversold or overbought would be around 70%, 60 or 70. But in the last couple of sessions here for LCX, it hasn't even reached up that 50 point. The last target here was around that 55%, roughly around on Saturday. So last week on Saturday, we hit that 55%, was considered overbought here. And we can see that the price and the RSI hasn't even targeted that 55 yet. So considering that, we know that momentum is low, that interest in LCX is low. We look at the volume, 16% in activity, 2% down, and market cap 2% down. So not a lot of activity is happening here for LCX. And another thing as well is if we look at the upper band and the lower band of our Bollinger Bands, it's kind of colliding together. So volatility is going to be low as well. Possible signs of consolidation may also be in play here, where we see price hitting resistance coming down to a support area until we're ramping up for some type of breakout. So let's just say that the bulls are coming up in this session here. We may target resistance level at 0.128, retest that area. We do have another resistance right after that, which is our 20 moving average at 0.1320. We can see previous attempts of trying to break this 20 moving average and just got rejected multiple times. So shortly after that, we have the second line of resistance, which tells us that we really need to strike in with the bulls in order to overcome these two strong barriers. In terms of the supporting area here, I mean, the bears have a little upper hand where the price point is closer to that support. And if we don't see the bulls even defending this zone at all, support is going to be broken into those two levels I mentioned earlier. But that's kind of my recap here for LCX. Thanks so much for your request. Hopefully I did it justice here. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, smash that like button, subscribe as well. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.